Okay, hello again. Now this game's a doozy. So, in the previous game, you saw a lot of broken stuff. But in this game, there isn't as much broken goodies. At least not as much. One thing's for sure, I hope this game doesn't crash, because this game's very prone to crashing. I guess I'll start right now. Alright. Didn't want to give a countdown because I knew the demo was going to play on me again. Alright. But this is Mega Turrican. This is the game that Genesis players got instead of the Super Nintendo fan base. I didn't get time to really specify like the whole basics of like the weapons and stuff, but here's our first mini boss there. And since now that's out of the way, you notice you have like 3 different weapons, and they are, I think, all named the same, but they have different colors this time associated with them. That was a very nice damage boost. Pretty weird timing to get that. You also might notice I'm able to drop out of energy wheel this time. You're actually able to, actually jump in midair while in energy wheel this time. So that's one thing that kind of got buffed in this version of the game. This version I think came out after Super, and a number of things got buffed and a number of things got nerfed. One nerf was the shield. You can't actually roll through enemies anymore with it, and you now have a homing missile this time. That elevator went far too low there. That was a little sketchy. You also might notice I now have a different sort of ability. This is the grapple function, and it serves as an ability to. Okay. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but something is really wrong with my screen right now. Oh, I'm supposed to actually die. I forgot about that. Okay, this distraction. This is a high-tier quality distraction right here. I did not expect that. So, to kind of get a gist of this fight, I have to stay to one side of the screen, and, oh my god, that is so wrong right there. And I'm now standing on nothing there. Didn't crash the game, thankfully. Wow, okay, so, that's actually never happened before. That must have been due to that elevator, I imagine. Something was up there. Oh, okay, that's fine. Level 2, oh, Jesus, okay. Level 2 is a pretty technical level, but the main goal of the first part is to try and replenish my weapons back to maximum damage. So there's like 3 levels for each of them, and they all range in their usefulness. Multiple got badly nerfed. Another one of the, things that got nerfed. You can't really rapid fire the multiple anymore. The laser that I have right now, it's the weakest in terms of damage, but oh shoot, okay, I'm just gonna do that safe. It's the weakest in damage, but it also has the easiest time hitting its mark. I'm gonna just take this safe. Okay, no, guess not. Alright, so that kind of made a total mess out of that first part there. That's okay, though. I still have enough health to get through the second part here. This is the underwater section here. Oh, nice. Very nice. That is not ideally what I want to see, is 2 bubbles on the screen. So whatever reason, the bubbles are the hardest hitting thing. I'm going to take a safety strat here. Okay, good. This section here is pretty rough. There's a lot, in the actual run of this game, there's a lot of damage boosting involved. So you can imagine, I'm draining my health down to pretty much nothing. But we didn't make it past the worst of it. So I should be able to clear out of this stage. Also, I should probably specify why I'm dying at times, which is going to happen again here. But unlike in Super Turrican, where you can actually replenish, your bombs, or yeah, with actual pickups, you actually do not have the option to do that in Mega Turrican. So how do we replenish those bombs? Well, we die. We death abuse, basically. All right, so that's the usefulness of laser pretty much done. From here on out, I want to carry the rebound weapon as far as I possibly can in this run. It is the highest damage dealing weapon in the game, but it does have a hard time hitting its mark with oncoming enemies, which is kind of a problem in this next section coming up, because there is a lot of really big packs of enemies, and a lot of them coming from pretty much the high ground. So, pretty hard to actually get through this whole entire level without dying quite a few times unintentionally. Okay. I was hoping to get a proper quick kill on him, but I guess that's fine. But of course, we need the rebound in order to deal with these mini-bosses here. And there is a lot of them. Whoa. Including this, yet another mini-boss here. Nice. Nice quick kill. Alright. So, no sooner than that, we're going to have yet another auto-scroller. Or not another auto-scroller, another mini-boss. Did not get the chance to kill him off screen. Kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Please let me know. Alright. I said I'd be done with the laser, but obviously that was a lie. I forgot about this part. I want the laser here because, again, I have the ability to get back rebound before the next time I fight a mini-boss. And it also allows me to clear up these packs a lot easier. You can see how it's pretty hard to navigate. I have to be pretty specific on where I jump in order to make half of these. And yeah, I picked up the rebound there. Also, this guy is pretty easy. You kind of just stand right in front of him like that. Also, you might notice that I'm rolling against the side of the screen. This allows the level to scroll right a lot faster. That might be something you didn't know. Alright, so here's another death abuse. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we're gonna have a bad fight here. And then I kind of delay my roll there, specifically so I can properly ricochet off of that wrecking ball. And that's the last boss of World 3. So, kind of a messy world, kind of a messy level 3 there, but now we're on to the alien world. Here we are again, the alien world. You're gonna see a lot of familiar enemies here. This is also where you're gonna see a lot of the grapple mechanic and many of its nuisances. Oh my goodness, please. Sometimes that plasma rope there, the grapple, will not properly detach from you, and that causes you to not be able to roll an energy wheel, and that's a huge problem. Also, here's a new enemy here, these big flying guys. These are the worst enemies in the game. Not only are they a huge target to easily get hit by, but they throw projectiles at you. And they home in on exactly where you are. Like, they actually fly right in on you. And hopefully I do not get blocked by these guys. Okay, wow, that was close. Also, that row of 3 bombs I just used, that was done in order to both clear out the enemies on the bottom row and the top row there. So that was a nice little bit of tech that I found there when I first started running this game. And now we're on to yet another familiar level here. This auto-scroll is quite different, though. You might notice they're throwing a whole lot of these green laser power-ups. Here's a red multiple, but we don't want any of these. We want to carry our rebound as far as we can. It wouldn't be the worst situation if I got red multiple, but we do not want green laser for this level, and the developers really wanted you to have green laser, so you're gonna find these almost impossible to dodge lasers being placed everywhere. But, and in fact, one of them I have to actually roll underneath one of these disgusting looking platforms I'm jumping from pretty shortly here. Another notable thing with this level is that sometimes it will crash and it will not properly load. That's good. That's great. But thankfully it didn't happen, and even if it did, I do have level skip codes to get myself back to speed. That right there is what I was talking about. Those two power-ups are very hard to dodge through any other means other than rolling underneath one of those disgusting-looking things. The other notable thing about this mission, or this level here, is the diamonds. So you might have noticed in other levels that diamonds count down at the end of every world, but it didn't really matter because the explosions of the bosses would take far longer than the counting of the diamonds. This is one of the worlds where that's not the case. Also, there's a boss at the end of this auto-scroller. And I'm probably in a bit of trouble here now. I'm gonna try to be a little bit safe here. Yeah, sadly, I'm gonna lose a bit of time, but that's fine. We kind of have a safe spot in the back here. He actually doesn't move back this far, but this is one of the few bosses in the game where you actually can't kill him almost instantly. You can actually preserve that bomb for safety. So that was an alright fight, all things considered. Considering the bad start to it. Alright, so here is 4-3. This is, in my opinion, the trolliest level of the game. More particularly because of the final stretch. I do have 2 bombs, so I should be fine. But there's a row of goose spitters, and they are entirely random. Back in old attempts, the first one in particular would oftentimes push me into multiple, and that is a guaranteed 20-second time loss. Pretty rough stuff. But I used the first one to deal with him. Deal with the goose spitter there. I also want to wait on... I also have time to deal with the hazards there. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll handle that. Good. And that's why I wanted that bomb for safety. You also notice that I went all the way up to 150. If that happens, your diamonds count down by 2 instead of 1. So, that's pretty nice. Because if I actually didn't meet that 150 quota, diamonds would count down by 1, and I would potentially lose about 5 seconds. It's pretty rough. Alright, so here is the last level of the game. It's much shorter than the other world, thankfully. I'm gonna take another death abuse there. So... Oh, come on, let me up. Okay. That's not a good situation, actually. But hopefully I'll be able to carry on. You'll notice I have no lives left. I'm gonna try to carry this to the very end of the level. It appears I missed my ability to quick kill this guy. Really wish I could have showed that off. Alright, and now begins the climb. This part tends to be pretty rough for most people. As you can clearly tell all the chaos going around. You got the cannons, the enemies kind of camping some of these platforms. Oh, that's not a good spot. Alright. But we made it. So here's a quick kill, if I get it. Oh, I'm not gonna get it. Yeah. I wasn't listening for the sound cue, but that's fine. I'd still killed him, that's the most important thing. Kind of have to just wait for him to open up the door there. And just to tell you, yeah, I'm actually dead, but that's the Terminator boss. Here's the final boss. We finally actually get to face Galactus, or as the game likes to call him, the Evil Machine. And I messed up. Okay, where's he going? Alright. So I messed up the quick kill on that second phase, but I didn't die. That's the most important thing. So time's coming up when the diamond count comes to 0, and that's it. 1433, certainly much better than what could have possibly happened, with all the potential of where the game could have possibly crashed, and there were many of them, as I found out over the course of me learning this game. And that was Mega Turrican 2. Or, not Mega Turrican 2. Mega Turrican. For the Sega Genesis. Thanks for the GGs, everybody. I was somewhat concerned what could possibly have happened to both of these games. But we wound up doing just fine. I didn't actually end up having to use a continue to end things off with this game. You can notice I drained my health all the way down to 0 lives there at the end. So, and if I didn't actually jump out of his main body in an actual quick kill, he would kill me before the stage would complete, and I would have had to start that level all over again. And that's also why the alien world is also very risky to do in a speedrun, because if you do run out of lives there, you have to start from 4-1, not even just where you were. Like, you died in 4-3, you would start at 4-1. It's pretty rough. But that's gonna do that's gonna be Mega Turrican. I actually can't remember exactly what's coming up after this. Let me actually just check here. Sorry, give me a moment here. Strider.